Okay. So cardinality is nothing but how many elements are there in the set. And what about the easy, that is for the finite sets, that means where you can count the number of elements, it is easy to count. What about the infinite sets? Infinite set means the number of natural numbers. You cannot count natural numbers, how many are there. Like that, the integers. Okay. So the number of elements in the infinite set, we can say that this infinite set is larger than that infinite set. So which set is larger actually? If you go for counting, so how to it is basically depending upon the specification of the set, we can decide whether it is finite or infinite. The set of all integers or set of even numbers, which one is larger here? Set of all integers is larger or set of even integers are larger? So whenever you go for even integers, so automatically half of the integers can be eliminated because half of the integers are odd numbers. So that is the reason the set of even integers are smaller compared to the all integers. Like that, set of all integers are the set of rationals, set of all integers are set of all reals. So automatically set of integers are more compared to remaining things. So that means it is a total distribution of the integers that we are going to count in this. So actually this cardinality totally depending upon the countability and uncountability. Countability means where you can count and you can stop. Where in case of uncountability means you cannot count. If you generally specify that list of integers, list of so and so, so that you cannot count. So cardinality and bijection in this bijection means 1-to-1 should be there. That is 1-to-1 mapping should be there. For all sets, we say the cardinality of A is equal to cardinality of B if and only if there is a bijection between them. That means here, for example, the cardinality of the set ABC is 3 and cardinality of set DEF is also 3. And A is exactly A is mapped to F, B is mapped to D, and C is mapped to E. So countable versus uncountable, just now as I told you, finite sets are usually countable in nature because we have specifically mentioned that these are the elements will be available in the set. And here countably infinite sets. So countably infinite sets are like this. For example, A Z plus. So informally can be listed out, but which is countably infinite. Uncountable sets infinite, but not in bijection with Z plus. So the one which cannot be counted and which is not in bijection with Z plus, then we will call them as uncountable sets. So finite sets, the cardinality of A is equal to n for some non-negative integers n. So here 1, 2, 3, the cardinality is 3. Cat, dog, and mouse, the cardinality is 3. What is the bijection between 1, 2, 3 and cat, dog, mouse? So you are supposed to go for mapping 1 to cat and 2 to dog. Something you are supposed to do so that this kind of bijection will come. Bijection means 1-to-1 mapping. So let us see which of the following set is not finite. So null set means it is null means nothing. No, nothing was there. 0, 1 is finite because you can have the numbers between 0 and 1, and that is x belongs to z, where x square is equal to 1. This is also finite, and power set of 1, 2, 3 is also finite. So none of the above, they are all finite in nature. So countably infinite sets. So if you look at here, cardinality A is equal to Z plus informally can be listed out. A countably infinite set has some same cardinality as the set of positive integers. This means we will have 1-to-1 correspondence between this set and the set of positive integers. So example is like this: the set of odd positive integers, set of all integers, set of positive rationals. These are countably infinite sets. So set of all integers are countable. So like the function z to z plus, this will be like this: f of x is equal to 2x minus 1 for x is greater than 0, and minus 2x for x is less than or equal to 0. So the cardinality of the set of all natural numbers is denoted by this x naught. This is the symbol will be used here. This symbol is used for the cardinality of all sets of all natural numbers is denoted by this number. And another example for the countably infinite set. So to set of all odd integers is countable. To show that the set of odd positive integers is countable, we will exhibit a one-to-one correspondence between this set and the set of positive integers. Consider the function f of n is equal to n minus 1 from z plus to the set of odd positive integers. So this is the mapping we will make it. So thereby we'll find that these are somewhat countably infinite. While coming to the uncountable sets, infinite but not in bijection with z plus, the set of real numbers. So you look at here, if you mention this symbol, if, for example, if this is there, that is square bracket, square closing is there, then what is meaning that 1 is the maximum, and you can have any value in between this, okay, like 0.1, 0.001, 0.0012. Okay, this all possibilities will be there. So these kind of things are countable sets, uncountable sets. And one more thing is, if sets are countable, and if you make any operation on the countable sets, the result will be countable set only. For example, A and B are the countable. If you perform A union B, the resultant set what you will get is also countable. And if you perform Cartesian product A cross B, still the set is countable. Okay, the resultant set is countable. So this is what the countability and uncountability